Yeah, you know who it is. And you know what it is.
That's called motherfucking bars. You know nothing about that.
Yo, welcome to Wheel It Up. Yes, the #1 channel where we break down these bars.
Catch the ones you might have missed, man. You know exactly why you're here. Yeah, if you're feeling froggy, leap. Let's go, man. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Listen, one reason only. Elite bar breaking. It is essential for a time like this. You need it in your life. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of diss tracks. Almost, we could even say, probably the two titans of our generation going at each other. What channel? You need to look no further. There is only one channel at a time like this. You know what it is. It's Wheel It Up. It's your boy Dan.
And it's your boy Toby. And listen, there's no spoilers here, no spoiler alerts.
Come on.
Kendrick Lamar's out, man. He's outside.
Yeah.
You get me? The boogeyman's out. Drake knocked on the door. Said Candyman. Say my name. Three times. And you know what?
Hey.
Before we get into this, right? Listen, I want to thank Drake for this happening, genuinely, because Drake has made this happen. Historically, you diss Drake, you might get a verse from him on his album in 3 years' time.
Diss me, you'll never hear a reply for it.
Yeah.
So we're gonna give you an analysis.
Exactly. This is a review as opposed to a reaction. We keep it 100 on this channel. We'll let you know if we've heard the song before, and of course, we've done our homework to give you the best bar breaking. What did we mention last video? Was it barology? We're barologists.
PhD in barology. Thank you.
There we go. Yeah, whoever. Yeah, there we go. A PhD in barology. And so, as barologists done, we've done our homework, of course, before serving you Euphoria. It is here. I think it was 17 days since push-ups. So he rose.
17 days.
17 days.
Counting down.
Yep.
Is he on the clock now?
Oh, so Drake's now on the clock, but Kendrick. Day 17, he finally responded.
I think we should remove the clock. But let's go into it, but I think we should remove the clock because I want to hear these men bring out proper records. And I don't want to start hearing Lucy's because how quickly did the Rick Ross tune, did we forget about it?
2 hours.
Have you heard it again? Because it was made in 2 hours. That's why we've
and we didn't want to hear Rick Ross as well. We didn't want to hear him. This was the main event. This is now the two titans of our generation, the biggest rap battle we can, live in memory.
Euphoria, feeling of
go.
well-being
And
for a
before
nation.
we even start the song, Euphoria, this is when you know this is elite level chess players at work. Euphoria is the show, the teenage show that Drake produced on Netflix, right? So just the games have already begun.
A lot of
even
teenage debauchery going on there. A real fucking going on there. So
yeah.
Kendrick's picked it for a reason.
Yeah, we'll call it very progressive. That's what we'll call it. So yeah, let's go.
Euphoria.
Just by the way as well, because we know this, anyone who heard that, whatever, it's Kendrick literally saying backwards, everything they say about me is true. And that's in reference to Drake on Taylor Made Freestyle saying, let's find out if what they say about you is really true. Saying backwards, everything they say about me is true. So let's go.
Them superpowers get neutralized. I can only watch in silence. The famous actor we once knew is looking paranoid and now spiraling. You're moving just like a degenerate. Heavy antic is feeling distasteful. I calculate you're not as calculated. I can even predict your angle. Fabricating stories on the family front, cause you heard Mr. Morale.
First worst will. And I like, you know what? He started it off on a gentle, jazzy To Pimp a Butterfly vibe to lead you in slowly. Talking about you famous actor. So he's already coming at him at Degrassi.
You're fake.
Yeah.
And you know what? Drake being fake or being an actor is juxtaposition to Kendrick. Everything they say about him is true.
It's true. Exactly. And then he goes on to
so you're fabricating.
Yeah.
You fabricated stuff about my life because you heard Mr. Morale.
Exactly.
On Mr. Morale, Kendrick addresses infidelity with his wife. So and Drake's
alluded to that. I'll be with some bodyguards like Whitney, alluding to some, Whitney Kendrick's wife, alluding, you know, maybe there was some infidelity there with the bodyguard.
And also
So he's
saying
coming
that
out,
Drake
yeah?
is not as calculated as he thinks. That
Yeah.
recently Drake's been a bit more erratic in his behaviour.
And a degenerate.
Yeah.
And obviously we know Drake for the antics on Instagram, the post. He's back and forth with Rick Ross in between this, saying that you're acting a bit paranoid.
And also, people have called out Drake's kind of degeneracy a little bit.
Yeah.
He's drinking a lot recently. We've seen
Okay.
that. And also the gambling. You know, the
Oh,
state
yeah,
thing.
yeah,
So
yeah,
there's a
yeah,
lot
yeah,
of chatter
yeah.
that, like, is Drake, you know, spiraling into whatever. But so, anyway, I'm sure Drake's fine. But Kendrick is playing on that to say, look, not only are you a liar, but you're kind of losing
You're
your mind.
moving a bit
Yeah.
paranoid here. You dropped a couple tunes. You probing me to drop. Are you a bit worried what's coming?
Let's hear the
I
rest
like
of
it.
it.
All right, all right.
There's a
all
long
right. It's,
lace on this.
Let's go.
Pathetic master, fabricating stories on the family front, cause you heard Mr. Morale. A pathetic master manipulator, I can smell the tails on you now. You're not a rap artist, you a scam artist with the hopes of being accepted. Tommy Hilfiger stood out, but FUBU never had been your collection.
Ooh, Tommy Hilfiger stand out, but FUBU has never been your collection. Now, FUBU was a brand, a well-known brand in like the 90s, early 2000s, for us, by us. So it was like a black-owned brand kind of made for the culture. And Tommy Hilfiger, I think around a similar time, had some issues about like some racist comments,
Yeah,
basically.
yeah.
And again, alluding to Drake's back and forth, 1 foot in the culture, 1 foot out. You know, Tommy Hilfiger, what have you ever really done for
the culture?
For the culture?
Yeah,
So
let's hear that.
yeah, some light shots here. All right.
We might be here all day.
Accepted. Tommy Hilfiger
Settle it.
stood out, but FUBU never had been your collection. I make music that electrify 'em. You make music that pacify 'em. I can double down on that line, but spare you this time. There's random acts of kindness. Know you're a master manipulator and a habitual liar too. But don't tell no lie about me, and I won't tell truths about you.
And I think that initial part, when I first heard that initial part, I almost went to sleep. Because that shit was boring as hell, right? When you hear it first time, you're thinking, why are you going so? It's a rap battle. But to end it, just before the kind of thing goes and goes, it's like, don't tell no lies about me, because I'm going to tell the truth about you. And that's Kendrick's whole narrative, right?
Yeah.
And now, also going back a little bit, just before that, again, he's questioning Drake's credibility, Drake's blackness, and
Yeah.
Drake's fight for like black rights. Essentially saying, you make music that pacifies them.
I make music that electrifies them.
And you know what Drake's like, King
Yeah.
Kunta, all these types
Yeah.
of songs.
Everything gonna be all right. And of course, speaking to Drake being a master manipulator. Again, he's always working the social media, trying to sway the narratives.
Tell no lie about me, and I won't tell truths about you. Yeah, I'm out the way, I'm low, okay. Yeah, the island right here is remote, okay. I ain't thinking about no reaper, nigga, I'm reaping what I sow, okay. Got a Benjamin and a Jackson all in my house, like I'm Joe, okay. Hellcat, made his own boys and them types LA so.
So I ain't worried about no reaper. I'm reaping what I sow, okay. Now, I saw somewhere that was a reference, actually. That was one of the only few times he shoots at J. Cole. Because on J. Cole, I believe it's a song, what was his
Benny the
song
Butcher
with
song.
Benny the Butcher?
Yeah, Johnny P. Caddy.
Johnny P. Caddy, where he talks about the
Green
evening
Reaper,
I was born,
yeah.
it was raining, I was the reaper.
Yeah.
I kill anyone that features with me.
I actually disagree. I
Go
think
on.
people are trying to give J. Cole some relevance here. He doesn't care about J. Cole. I think that Reaper was shortening for repercussions. I don't care about the repercussions. I'm ready to go, okay. Now, you could call it a double entendre, but when you hear it in full again, I think he's like, I don't care about the Reaper. I'm ready to go. Like, hear it again and listen to what he says.
Hey, I ain't thinking about no reaper, nigga, I'm reaping what I sow, okay. Got a
I don't really care about the repercussions.
It could be recorded, yeah.
Because when you say what you reap, you're essentially getting the repercussions of what you've sowed.
the groundwork you've laid in.
So I think it's a shortening, but you're right. Kendrick's probably clever enough to make it.
To tie in J.
And
Cole as
obviously,
well, yeah.
The Reaper anyway. Drake's been calling himself the Demon.
The Demon, the Reaper,
I don't care about the consequences of this. I could die on this. I'm ready to go outside. So let's hear the rest of it.
All right.
Clean though, clean.
Right here's remote, okay. Ain't thinking about no reaper. Nigga, I'm reaping what I sow, okay. Got a Benjamin and a Jackson all in my house, like I'm Joe, okay. Hellcat, made his homeboys and them types LA solo, okay. Everybody wanna be demon till they get chipped by your throwaway. And I might do a show a day. What's a lame? Always a lame. Oh, you thought the money, the power of fame will make you go away. Have you ever played? Have you ever? Okay, nigga, let's play. Have you ever watch your enemy down like with a poker face? Have you ever paid 500,000 like to an open case? Well, I have, and I failed at both, but I came out straight. I hate when I rap or talk about guns, then somebody died, they turn into nuns, then I hop online like pray for my city, he faking for life.
Listen, that was a clean
Transition.
beat flow there. Yeah.
That was the
Switch
second
of flows.
beat change.
Yeah, second one. Yeah. Again, he's going at Drake. We've heard the shots about flipping. I hate it when a rapper talks about guns and then someone gets shot.
Yeah, but I
and
didn't
then
really feel that was a Drake line. I felt like that was just more general because does Drake ever talk about guns?
Yeah, I mean, there's some songs where he's referencing, someone, this and A, B, and C, or maybe not him toting the gun, but people around him toting the gun. And obviously, there has been people he's known that have passed in Toronto,
right?
And he's kind of done the whole RIP thing,
right.
And also there was a bar he touched upon. Have you ever paid 500k for an open case?
And I've done both, and I came out okay.
Yeah, I failed at both, but came out okay.
Yeah.
Now, people are making connections. That bar could be, there was a harassment case that Drake had a few years ago, and he settled it for 500k. So there's a light almost opening the curtains there to something maybe he could divulge in a bit
shed more light on.
But, okay. Let's see where it's going.
Or talk about guns, then somebody died, they turn into nuns, then hop online like pray for my city, he faking for likes and digital hugs. His daddy a killer, he wanna be Junior, they must have forgot the shit that they done. Dementia must run in his family, but let it get shaky. I park his son, the very...
By the way, that is so cold, Dementia was running his family, he must be shaky. Now that's a reference a little bit to 40, who's sick. 40 is Drake's producer, they call each other family. Yeah. So Dementia was running his family. 40's got a neurodegenerative disease, really slick line there, similar to what Pusha T did. But the bar about you want to be a murderer like your daddy. And Junior, the daddy he's referring to, the internet told us this, is Birdman. Birdman is allegedly got a murder thing that he's got going on in Texas. Okay. And Junior is Lil Wayne. Birdman has always called Junior Lil Wayne. That's what they've called each other. So that's a Lil Wayne.
Wanna be Junior, wanna be Lil Wayne.
You wanna be like them, man. I can go into that. Them man have really got cases. You want me to tell the world that? Because the world doesn't really know that Birdman side. Right. And it's something that's been,
But the killer, I'm gonna park his son. I'll park him.
And he's the son.
Okay.
So
Clean.
When you hear it all in full.
Like pray for my city, he faking for likes and digital hugs. His daddy a killer, he wanna be Junior, they must have forgot the shit that they done. Dementia must run in his family, but let it get shaky. I park his son. The very first time I shot me a Drake, the homie had told me to aim it this way. I didn't point down enough. Today I show you I learned from those mistakes.
I like this one. That's my favorite bar so far. The first time I shot me a Drake, I made a mistake. The homie told me I aimed too low, but this time He said
I didn't aim low enough.
You didn't aim low enough.
And
this time I'm not making the same mistake.
So he's gonna aim low, and we all know now he's gonna aim right for Drake. That's first of all, but second of all, Drake's down here.
Yeah, he has to shoot down at him, and obviously it's a smart play on shooting down to embrace for the recall.
Similar to the
I'm no gun expert, but I put my work in online. These modern warfare streets.
To the J. Cole bar though, because J. Cole talks about from the peak of the mountain, now I'm looking down on people, whatever. And Drake also said, to talk to you, I got to hike
down on push-ups.
So there's a little back and forth there about who's on top. And I like the Drake reference. That was clean, man. That was clean.
That was good, man.
Must run in his family, but let it get shaky. I park his son. The very first time I shot me a Drake, the homie had told me to aim it this way. I didn't point down enough. Today I show you I learned from those mistakes. Somebody had told me that you got a ring. On God, I'm ready to double the wage. I'd rather do that than let a Canadian nigga make Pac turn in his grave.
Ooh, somebody told me you got a ring, but I'm ready to double the wage. I'd rather do that than let a Canadian nigga turn Tupac in his grave. Now, he's referring to here, Drake bought one of Tupac's jewelry. It's apparently one of the most expensive pieces in hip hop
History,
history.
2 million.
Yeah.
Cost.
And it was the ring designed by Tupac.
Yeah.
Kendrick alluding to doubling that in order to get that off of Drake
He'll
in many
pay
ways. In many
pay
ways
double
possible,
what?
we can imagine what you pay a wage for.
Hey, is there a bounty out with someone
Hey.
saying, I'm gonna get that? Is there someone put a bounty on Drake to say, whatever it costs? And Kendrick is now saying, I'll double that little bounty on you, man. I like that. I like that. And also, really quickly, getting rid of those Tupac friendship stuff with Drake and
Well, of
Tupac.
course, with the AI, with Drake using as well, Tupac as an AI on TaylorMade, he's kind of doused in that as well. Come on.
You're making Tupac turn in the grave. You think that's your guy, but nah. So I like it. Let's hear the rest of it. But this is the first part, by the way, where Kendrick's voice has gone, because tonality is everything in rap beefs. This is the first time where Kendrick's voice has gone to that next tone, and he says, "I'd rather that than let Tupac turn in his grave." Like, you know that Kendrick we know when Kendrick's talking smoke.
This is what I'm ready for.
Yeah.
You know the lullaby accent at the beginning. Yeah, this is now we're locked in now. We're locked in now. Let's
Listen
go.
to the way he says "turn in his grave" again. Just take that in. Listen to
Yeah,
it.
venomous.
On the note today, I show you I learned from those mistakes. Somebody had told me that you got a ring. On God, I'm ready to double the wage. I'd rather do that than let a Canadian nigga make Pac turn in his grave. Cut the business, you got shit to let a Canadian nigga make Pac turn in his grave. Cut the business, you got shit twisted. What is it, the brakes? I hurt your feelings, you don't work with me no more. Okay, it's 3 ghosts left and I see.
I'm sorry. Cutthroat business. I hate that you got shit twisted. Was it the braids? Like twisted braids?
Guess I hurt your feelings. You don't want to work with me anymore.
Okay, because obviously Drake asked Kendrick
For a feature or first-person
So
shooter.
I
and
like the
rejected
little.
it.
It was very playgroundy, but it's like twisted braids, whatever. Have them braids got you fucked up? Because you hear that a lot about people with braids in it.
I hurt your feelings, you don't work with me no more. Okay, it's 3 ghosts left and I see 2 of them kissing and hugging on stage. I love them to death, and in 8 bars I'll explain their phrase. It's not nobody can tell me.
Ooh, and I like the way he's just referred to the first-person shooter and then started talking about. I see 2 goats hugging on stage.
No, there's 3 goats. I see two
of them
there's
hugging
3
on
goats
bro-
left. I see 2 of them
hugging on stage.
Hugging and kissing on stage. What's
stage.
hugging and kissing? X and O. What's hugging and kissing?
Yeah. And of course, Drake gives a lot of flowers to J. Cole throughout their tour.
Buddy.
All of that stuff. I love him to death. I'll explain that in 8 bars.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I like when rappers do that 8 bars thing as well, by the way.
Well,
when
wait.
they say like, I'm gonna explain it later on.
Yeah,
You're
in 8
starting to
bars.
look. And maybe Kendrick might have needed to do that for us. I can't lie, because some of this should be going over niggas' heads. So you let us know that it's coming. You know the teacher lets you know the answer is on page 8. Please look on page 8. So
There we go. Yeah.
That's what
Love him
page
to
8,
death.
man.
Okay. That's the clue.
I love her to death, and in 8 bars I'll explain their phrase. It's not nobody can tell me. I don't wanna talk on no silly. You know I got language barriers. It's no accent you can sell me. You're cold and ivory, know I'm a selfish nigga. The crown is heavy.
I like this word. I've got language barriers. There's nothing you can tell me. There's no accent you can sell me. Little nice jab there, because obviously we know Drake appropriates cultures. But I'll be honest, this guy, listen, no one can take away controller from me. Yeah, that was an absolute classic.
Drake's good.
Yeah. He's the best at that. And he's got some cultural classics.
I looked that before as well. There's nothing nobody can tell me. Something about a phone call. And I think that's alluding to J. Cole might have stepped in on this and gone, yo, bro, like, let's calm this all down. He's like, no, there's nothing nobody can tell me. Cole and Aubrey know I'm selfish. And that is the crux of this whole battle. It is one of these 3 trying to figure out who the best is. It's not a 3-headed goat thing.
Yeah.
And Kendrick's going, no, you niggas know I'm selfish.
It's me. Fuck the big 3. He told you, lot, it's just big me. Yeah, we know.
No accent you can sell me. You're cold and ivory, know I'm a selfish nigga. The crown is heavy. I pray they my real friends. If not, I'm YNW Melly. I don't like you popping shit.
Okay, so there we go. 8 bars later, he explained the phrase, I love him to death. I pray they're my real friends. Otherwise, if not, I'm YW Melly. YNW Melly.
We know what YNW Melly did. He killed his friends in the car, allegedly. But I actually think he's in jail, so it's not even alleged.
Yeah.
But either way, he's in jail. Something like that. He
Something
killed his
about
friend.
him killing his friends,
Yes.
etc.
And when earlier on, Kendrick said, 3 goats, I love them
To
to death. You know, death, killing, whatever. So really,
He's
really
tied it
clever
in.
play on words.
Tied
And
it
in
in.
8 bars, he let
That's
us
clean.
know what it was all
It's clean.
about. Yeah.
It's clean.
So that quintuple entendre that Drake was referring to, I think Kendrick's, he's gone to Bobby
Playing
like triple entendre.
Yeah, he's got a few tuples left, but he's getting there. He's getting there. He's getting there.
I pray they my real friends, if not, I'm YNW Melly. I don't like you popping shit that for real for him. I inherit the beef. Yeah, fuck all that pushing P. Let me see you push a T.
Oh, I don't like you popping shit at Pharrell. I'll inherit the
For
beef.
him, I'll inherit
The beef. Forget about pushing P. Or you need to push some T.
Yeah.
Now, we know essentially this comes from Drake's bar on Meltdown about something about fuck all that new Louis, where none of the members are wearing that shit. So this is on his song with Travis Scott off of Utopia on Meltdown, sending shots at Pharrell, who recently at the time was the new creative director of Louis
Drake
Vuitton.
bought his train off auction and then melted it
And
down.
then melted it down. We know why that began. Just to give context to the viewers, we know the reason why Drake has the beef with Pharrell. I would imagine is because Pharrell co-produced Pusha T's album with Kanye West, and that's what had the shot Infrared, which set off all that last beef. So
He's stealing from Pusha T's book here because not only is he sounding like Pusha T and he's claiming Pusha T's beef.
Yeah.
Pusha T also, when he was beefing Drake, Pusha T said something like, "I want all the smoke," and he was basically saying Drake was going at Kanye, and Pusha went, "No, I will inherit this beef." So it's pretty similar here, in which Kendrick's talking about Pusha T's producer and going, "I'll inherit the beef." If you listen, he sounds like Pusha in this whole part. With
he's
his
merged
voice
his flow and his flow.
change.
Yeah, very, very clean.
So clever.
Pray they my real friends, if not, I'm YNW Melly. I don't like you popping shit that for real for him. I inherit the beef. Yeah, fuck all that pushing P. Let me see you push a T. You better off spinning again on him. You think about pushing me. He's Terrence Thorne, I'm Terrence Crawford. Yeah, I'm whooping feet. We ain't gotta get personal, this a friendly fade. You should keep it that way. I know some shit about niggas that make gonna wanna look like a saint. This ain't been about critics, not about gimmicks, not about who the greatest is.
Oh, we should keep this friendly. This is just a friendly fade.
But we can get personal if you want to go that way. I know some shit about niggas that will make Gunna wanna look like a saint.
All right.
He's saying, "I'm gonna snitch." You know what I mean? He said, "I'm gonna snitch to the point where Gunna's gonna look like a saint." By the way, I know bare stuff about you, and
I'm exposing the secret.
although I don't like this, because there's a part of me that's like, everybody in this whole beef needs to stop doing this whole. I know something that you don't want.
And this is what's
Let's stop doing that.
And you know what? This is what has made me. And when I on first listen, when I heard that bar, I was like, okay. So this is a warning shot, which left me a bit disappointed. As I have no horse in this race. I love Kendrick, I love Drake, but I expected. What are we? 3.5 weeks in, 4 months in. I wanted some blood here at this point. We're still doing the whole jabby, feeling each other out. I've got, so don't let me release the demon, all that stuff. So I was like, okay, but it kind of changed the perspective of the song for me at this point, because I was like, okay, he's letting him know I can take it there.
I'm taking personal.
Yeah. This isn't the haymaker that I was waiting for. But all right, we're going to go rounds. We're going to do rounds here.
Yeah, and also I think friendliness needs to be ended here, by the way. This talk about friendly fade. This talk about YNW Melly. I love these niggas to death. Kendrick doesn't like Drake. So let's stop doing the whole friendly thing. And I will also say that same thing to Drake, because Drake, whenever he talks about Kendrick, he's like, "Yo, Dot, stop." He calls him Dot. You know, like, it's just like...
He's also called him a little midget. And 5'5", and,
true.
drop it, give you 50.
True, but can everyone drop it out? Like, we're not brethren. Call him Aubrey, call him Kendrick, and let's just smoke. But again...
But, do you know, I almost forgive Kendrick, because it was worth it for that YW belly bar. He kind of had to call him, befriend him, to kill him. So I'll give him a blow on there. But let's go. Listen, after this, no more warning shots. We're doing haymakers. Please, boys, let's get into this.
It's been about love and hate. Now let me say I'm the biggest hater. I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress. I hate the way that you sneak this. If I catch flight, it's gonna be direct. We hate the bitches you fuck, cause they confuse themselves with real women. Then notice I said we, it's not just me. I'm what the culture feeling.
That might be my favorite part of this whole diss record. I swear to God. He goes back to the root cause of this. But first of all, I want to be the good by myself. Second of all, I just hate you, bro. And that's what DMX obviously did on Breakfast Club.
On Breakfast Club.
When they were like, "Do you like Drake?" And he's like,
Nah,
oh,
man.
I don't like it.
No.
I don't like. So
I don't like the way he talks, walks. I don't even like his face, like in a DMX way. It's hilarious.
Why don't you like Drake?
I don't like anything about Drake.
Mom,
I don't like his voice. I don't like what he talks about. I don't.
see, I be trying to tell his face.
I don't like the way he walks. Like nothing. I don't like his haircut. I might just let me shut up.
then Kendrick's doing this thing of like, I'm telling you what the world thinks about you. I'm gonna bear the cross of being the person that tells you how everyone feels. Because he's like, I don't even know if you really like women.
Yeah.
And when I say we, I'm saying
what the culture's feeling. I don't like the way the women you fuck with, they're not real women. They confuse themselves with real women. Now that to me is a sneaky bar.
Very sneaky.
Because you know on the surface, you would initially think, okay, fake women, you can imagine the women around
BBL.
rappers, BBLs, these influencers, these insta baddies. But then you can take that a level beyond that. And what have we spoken about? The song title being called Euphoria. Now that was about a young woman, Zendaya, who dates a trans woman. Oh yeah, are they? Right? One of them. So is he alluding to Drake potentially messing or dealing with a trans?
And I think that's enough as well of a sprinkler at this stage to go, I don't even know if you really like women. Yeah, that's a really good sprinkler. And a layer that we've not seen people go at Drake with so far.
Yeah, a new angle or narrative to spin.
Also love the bar before. He's like, I hate the way that you make subliminals. And
Sneak
Drake
diss,
is the king of sneak dissing. You can do a whole anthology of bars that Drake's dropping. You're like, oh my God, he was dissing blah, blah, because someone will explain it to you.
Yeah.
He goes, when I'm fighting shots, I'm taking flight directly. There's no, you know, and we're going to give Kendrick for that. Credit to Kendrick. Every time we've heard him speak in a dissy kind of way, it's been very direct. Control was direct. Like That was direct. Obviously, Euphoria was direct. So let's hear the rest of it, man.
Use himself with real women. Then notice I said we. It's not just me. I'm what the culture feeling. How many more fairy tale stories about?
I don't know though. I don't mind the BBL. You know what I'm saying? Don't talk on my behalf, kid. But okay, all right. Different strokes and different frogs. But hey, some of you girls need it. That BBL has done wonders.
If you get it,
Hey,
if you don't get it, forget about it.
I said we. It's not just me. I'm what the culture feeling. How many more fairy tale stories about your life till we had enough? How many more black features till you finally feel that you're black enough? I like Drake with the melodies. I don't like Drake when he act tough. You gon' make a nigga bring back Puff. Let me see if Chubbs really crash something. You're my first one, like my last one. It's a classic. You don't have one. Let your core audience stomach that. Then tell them where you get your abs from.
Right now,
Core audience.
stomach that and then tell them where they got your abs from.
Where you got your abs
Where you
from.
got your abs from. You know what? That for me, that sequence there has been the best part of this one. I like, he's addressed a lot there. We've got to go back to having
My first classic.
and
my
last one was a classic.
Just like that's like my last one.
one.
So he's saying everything I've got is a classic.
You haven't got one there.
You clock the Chubbs bar.
Yeah,
Let me bring Puff out and let's
let me
see if Chubbs really
crash
crashed
something.
some. Now we know about
yeah.
Puff and Drake having
That little altercations, apparently Puff slapping Drake or something like that. There was some issue, and obviously Chubbs being Drake's bodyguard, like right-hand man. You know, how bad is you to the people around you?
Let's see
You
if
claim.
he crashed something, man.
I gotta just call Cap where Cap is. Drake has absolutely got a classic.
Yeah, that's dead.
Take their care.
That's dead.
Yeah, if
Nothing was the same.
Nothing was the same.
Yeah.
You can even say views in terms of a cultural classic, but
The one with energy is a classic, bro. If you're reading this, it's too late.
yeah, if you're reading this
He's
too
got-
late,
he's got at least three.
More
Drake's
life.
got three.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
that's
undisputed, take care. And that was a criticism. Let's be clear here, or objective. That was a big critique of J. Cole's diss for coming at Kendrick's body of work. Yeah. And I feel that was a stretch there. That was a reach there for Kendrick. But let's see.
You don't have one. Let your core audience stomach that. Then tell them where you get your abs from. V12 is a fast one. Bow, bow, bow. Last one. Headshot for the year. You better walk around like Daft Punk. Remember? Ain't top dog. Who the fuck they think they playing with?
A V12 is a fast one. Headshot of the year. You better walk around like Daft Punk, and we know Daft Punk have got their helmets.
Yeah.
So he's saying, listen, keep your head on a swivel and keep, your hard hat on. They're coming at your head. All right.
You better walk around like Daft Punk. Remember? Ain't top dog. Who the fuck they think they playing with? Extortion, my middle name. As soon as you jump off of that plane, bitch. I'm allergic to the lame shit. Only you lame. swag neither. I don't give a fuck about who you hanging with. I hate the
Nah, he's addressed what Drake has obviously spoken about being extorted by Kendrick being extorted by Top Dog. Drop down and give me 50. Listen, he even shouted out Top Dog on his on the tune. That is a great way to dispel any malice or ill feeling between himself and Top Dog. I thought that was close. Extortion, my middle name when I jump
As soon as you get
jump
off the jet,
off that plane.
If you ever land in LA, bro, you know the nigga, they're gonna charge you a little tax, rude boy. I like that flip because you're saying my splits are funny.
I'm being extorted.
You're gonna need to come to LA again, and as soon as you come, the boys, we're gonna make a call, and they're gonna say, "Yo, where's the 100 bands?" Nah, very very clean.
Good response there. Good response.
like being famous. Yachty can't get no swag neither. I don't give a fuck about who you hanging with.
And that too, right? Drake's be hanging around your little yachty, which is kind of ruining his music, to be honest.
Yeah, 100%.
And also, he's like, bro, why are you hanging around with this 12-year-old? I know yachty's obviously probably like 25 or whatever, but
He's not your hang around with. He's not your age mate. It's like, come on.
he can't give you swag, bro.
You're aging. You just age gracefully.
I like that.
And I hear that. And
it's a good
I
dog.
hope Drake hears because his music has suffered since Yachty.
It's a good dog.
All right.
like being famous. Yachty can't get no swag neither. I don't give a fuck about who you hanging with. I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress. Surprise you wanted that feature request. You know that we got some shit to address. I even hate when you
Ooh, surprised you wanted that feature request. You know we've got some issues to address.
You know what
some
I blame
shit
for
to
that?
address.
I blame J. Cole. Genuinely. I think J. Cole got in the studio with Drake and was like, "Yo, Drake, man, do you know what sound good on this song?"
Kenny.
And he's trying Drake. Drake's like, "Oh yeah, because I like you, Cole. You're a nice guy." He
And
reached out.
it's on his
but
album.
Drake never wanted to bring
I don't
Kendrick
think
on
so.
that. Bro, Drake said on the last tune, "This shit's been bubbling for years, bro." So you don't like Kendrick. I know you got the text, you got gassed and fought, but that was J. Cole.
And let's be real, like J. Cole is the only person who's ever spun this Big Three narrative. Drake has never called himself part of this
Drake was
Big
just
Three.
sat there like,
But you know what? You greenlighted it. It was your album, so hey.
Yeah. And you sent the email. Came from
Yeah,
Chums
yeah,
OVO.
yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the request came from that email. So
You gotta
he's
hold
gonna
that.
beat you over the head with it.
You gotta hold
100%.
that. You gotta hold that.
you dress. Surprise you wanted that feature request. You know that we got some shit to address. I even hate when you say the word nigga. But that's just me, I guess. Some shit just cringeworthy. Ain't even gotta be deep, I guess. Still
Nah, see, you know what? For me, I don't like that. I don't
like
like that. I don't know when this narrative came. Yeah, mixed people. From what I've become grown up, we could consider them black. Yeah, especially if they're daddies. But for me,
Especially if they're daddies. I just
yeah, man.
What you said.
Look, at the end of the day, Rick Ross has already kind of gone down this route. For him to jump on it is, I don't know, man. It's never really been a narrative that I've heard even associated with Drake about him not being black. I don't think Kendrick's in a position to remove anyone's black card or revoke any blackness. So to me, I think that's a reach because especially down to the fact that Rick Ross took it to the nth degree, labeled the whole thing white boy.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, let's not recycle narratives that don't really apply. And I don't know. To me, it's
I think it's
Drake's
fair. I
mix.
think it's fair.
Drake's
I
black.
don't really,
Like Drake's black.
Yeah, I think it's
He's black.
It's fair.
Like, what?
It's fair. I think Kendrick could have used a better way to spin that because Kendrick in the end goes, "It's not even deep, I guess. I just don't like the way you say it." When actually Kendrick could have gone down the route of you don't address any black issues, so why are you saying that? Like that, I would have preferred that as an angle. Whereas now he literally sounds like a hater. Like he literally is like, "I just don't like the way you say it." It's not even deep, I get. It's like
Yeah.
fair.
And I think that was a very good point about addressing. Drake has never spoke out about black issues. That is a better narrative to spin than just saying
Drake is never, bro.
Stop saying nigga, because
never. You see Drake in a march, like whatever. Drake has never.
Right, even
about Jewish issues, even Israel Palestine, he's not even gone. Yo, big up Israel. He's not done that.
Nothing.
He just get money.
Yeah, apolitical. Yeah, he's a straight capitalist. So
let's hear it.
All right.
success. Everything with me is blessed. Keep making me dance, waving my hand, and it won't be no threat. I'm knowing they call you the boy, but where's a man?
I'm sorry, that is a part. Just keep making me dance, waving my hands, and everything will be okay.
know what that's
As a clean way to say, stay in your lane. Make the
melodies.
The
You said it
melodies.
before.
Where he said, "Yeah, I like melody. I like Drake when he makes the melodies, not when he makes tax tough."
Yeah.
So none of this bad boy thing, and we're all good. We're all good.
Yeah, we'll be alright. There's no threat.
Dance, waving my hand, and it won't be no threat. I'm knowing they call you the boy, but where's a man, cause I ain't seen him yet. Matter of fact, I ain't even bleed him yet. Can I bleed him back? When I see you stand by sexy red, I believe you see.
You know what? And that's when you know he's getting in his sick.
different.
He's getting in his sick bag. He's getting in his gets bag where he's talking to his alter egos. You know them ones there, having conversations with himself. You know them wicked man. That's them wicked skeng man MC rhythm there.
Yeah, you clocked it.
Having combos with the ad-libs.
Yeah.
I like that. Kenny.
Should I bleed him?
Yeah, I ain't even bleed him yet.
And I like that also we just not focus on the sexy red bit. And I see you dancing around with sexy shirt. I believe we see two
Bad bitches. Yeah. That's
Which is funny,
It's cheeky,
right?
it's
Because it's
cheeky,
cheeky.
it's
It's
cheeky,
really
it's
cheeky.
cheeky,
Because
it's
obviously
cheeky.
he's touched on does Drake even like women. So he's playing on this now.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I ain't even bleed him yet. Can I bleed him back? When I see you stand by sexy red, I believe you see two bad bitches. I believe you don't like women. It's real competition. You might pop ass with them. Let's speak on percentage. Show me your splits. I'll make sure I double back with you. You assigned to a nigga that signed to a nigga that said he was signed to that nigga. Try cease and desist on the
Right, so he's addressing the extortion topic that Drake brings up on push-ups about
Kendrick splits.
Kendrick splits. Yeah, let me see the contracts. I'll double back with you. You were signed to a nigga who's signed to a nigga who's signed to that nigga.
You said he was signed to that nigga.
nigga.
And that's obviously Drake, Wayne,
Birdman. Exactly. And Birdman was notorious for giving bad deals. So if Drake is 2 tiers down, what deal has he got? All right. That has been, the way it was delivered though, was very similar to Pusha T.
on Exodus.
Yeah,
when Pusha T was referring to Lil Wayne. So
could have repackaged
There's
it.
a couple of instances now where Kendrick's used exactly the same line or similar to what's been used before. And we didn't touch on it before, but the Pusha T thing.
Yeah.
We found out doing research that Joe Budden actually said a fairly similar line. So Kendrick has recycled a couple of times here, which I'm not sure plagiarism. I don't know.
Yeah. He's treading on thin ice here, but let's keep going.
I like that record. What you like that record? Back to back. I like that record. I'ma get back to that.
Oh, hold on.
You assigned to a nigga that signed to a nigga that said he was signed to that nigga. Try cease and desist on I like that record. What you like that record? Back to back. I like that record. I'ma get back to that for the record. Why would I call around trying to get
Okay, so now we're getting some new narratives here. So apparently Drake tried to cease and desist that like that record. Oh, you didn't like that record?
Back to back.
I like that record. But let's get back to the record.
I like that. That's
you know what? That was
cute
clean.
little-
That was clean. And I tell you what, Kendrick has this ability, again, breaking the fourth wall in a sense of talking to himself, talking to the viewer, talking to Drake, all through these bars, which again is dangerous. It's dangerous. This could be a long night for Drake. Like if this is what Kenny, you see this last minute.
Yeah.
If this is what Kenny's doing after this, I don't know, man. This is tough.
H2 of this rhythm is cold.
Is different. It's different.
Turn on niggas, y'all think of my life as rap. That's whole shit. I got a son on the raise, but I can see you know nothing about that. Waking them up, know nothing about that. And tell them to pray, know nothing about that. And giving them tools to walk through life like day by day, know nothing about that. Teaching them morals, integrity, discipline, listen, man, you don't know nothing about that. Speaking the truth and consider what God's considering, you don't know nothing about that. Ain't 20v1, it's 1v20.
Wait. So I just want to reference, I want to call hypocrisy on, and actually Kendrick has actually said he's a hypocrite on one of his tunes. But talking about, let's keep this a friendly fade, we don't have to get personal. And now, a few bars later, you don't know anything about raising your son, waking him up, teaching him morals.
Teaching him how to pray. You don't know
Yeah. He's, picking energy here. But
Kendrick had to find somewhere in this to start using his stupid voice. You don't know nothing about that.
Yeah,
he had to do one of those stupidness. But I like the spin on the Drake father angle. Okay. Because the previous angle was you are hiding a son and you've had it with this woman that you've been trying to clean up. But now actually the son is here now. You don't have to be a good father. That's horrible because listen, Drake has been, I mean, to the public, he's been a good dad. Like he's always got his, he does the whole voice. So that's very. We've never seen Kendrick's Hughes. What's man talking about?
We actually don't know anything about that. You don't.
But I like it. It's a good little.
It's a diss track. Yeah. It has to run. Let's go.
I gotta smack niggas that right with you. Yeah, bring them out too. I clean them out too. 820. And you don't know nothing about that. Speaking the truth and consider what God's considering. You don't know nothing about that. Ain't 20v1, it's 1v20 if I gotta smack niggas that right with you. Yeah, bring them out too. I clean them out too. Tell Bean that he better stay right with you. Am I battling ghosts
Now that to me is the best bar. I've said this a couple of times. That takes it for me. The 1v20 again, responding to what Drake said. Is this a 20v1 nigga? It's a 1v20 when I have to slap all the people that write with you.
Right with you.
Yeah.
It's a battle versus a ghost or
AI. I'm a battling ghost or AI. I feel
because
like
the ghosts are the
ghost writers.
Yes, and also Tupac who's dead.
Exactly.
Ghost or AI.
And this could be AI generating Drake's bars.
I'm battling against AI. Funny, he wrote a book about AI.
Yeah.
And I've got a Sixth Sense, something like that.
No. This is brilliant. Sixth Sense was a film. The plot twist at the end. Spoiler. Watch the film. I'm gonna spoil it. Right. The child that Bruce Willis is talking to through the whole film is an actual ghost. So basically, it's a mad spin on him basically fighting with Drake, the illusion of Drake or a ghost. So very, and the film was Sixth Sense.
This is now wraps up almost everything that Drake said to Kendrick. Because he's touched on the wife thing, like, why are you reading my lyrics? He's touched on the battling versus 20v1. He's touched on his splits. So essentially, although he's not gone into that much detail on every single thing that Drake has thrown at him, he's tried to
debunk.
And even the classics thing as well, which J. Cole also said. So I like that.
Yeah.
Joe Hill Austin, funny he was in a film called AI. And my 6 6 telling me to off him. I'm a blick niggas all in the coffin. Yeah, all these whole niggas is dick riders. Tell them run to America to imitate heritage. They can't imitate this violence. What I learned is niggas don't like the
fucking hell. Them OVO niggas is dick riders. They emigrate to America to emulate something.
To emulate the culture.
But they can't emulate this violence. And Kendrick now playing on his Compton heritage. And although Kendrick was not really in the street,
of course,
he's always like, you niggas can't come here.
And of course, because we know Drake played on him being from the West Coast a lot on Tailor Made Freestyle. And he's saying, listen, this hip hop originated from these parts. You lot have come over, copied our swag, and now are trying to tell us about hip hop. Yeah, stay calm. You can't even imitate this violence.
Let's hear it. We were here all day.
Yeah. Tell them run to America to imitate heritage. They can't imitate this violence. What I learned is niggas don't like the West Coast, and I'm fine with it. I'll push the line with it. Pick a nigga off one at a time with it. We can be on a 3-hour time difference. Don't speak on the family, Crody. It can get deep in the family, Crody. Talk about me and my family, Crody. Someone go bleed in your family, Crody. I be at New Hall King eating fried rice with a dip sauce and a blammy, Crody. Tell me your cheesing farm. We can do this right now on the camera, Crody.
Oh, I like that.
Cheesing fam.
Yeah, Crody. So again, he's gone into the theme of areas here, and he's addressing, you know what I'm saying, obviously speaking in Toronto slang, Crody, talking about Knicks not fucking with Raptors, I think. So again, more regional beef there.
I'll be in New Ho King with a blammy, Crody. And apparently New Ho King is a Chinese takeaway in Toronto.
Okay.
I'm going to be there with a blammy, Crody. I can come to your block. You probably can't come to mine.
Crody, someone go bleed in your family, Crody. I be at New Hall King eating fried rice with a dip sauce and a blammy, Crody. Tell me your cheesing farm. We can do this right now on the camera, Crody. Hey, fuck y'all niggas. I don't trust y'all niggas. I wave one finger and thump y'all niggas like, feel go punk y'all niggas. They punk y'all niggas. Nobody never took my food. Whoever that's fucking with them, fuck you niggas and fuck the industry too. If you take it there, I'm taking it further. That's something you don't want to do.
And the final topic he touches on is talking about fuck them niggas, I don't trust them niggas, fuck the industry too. So Drake touching on him having to play industry games with Taylor Swift, not dropping the diss track, waiting for an album. Listen, I'll fuck everyone. I think I don't know who Phil is, but he references Phil, you know, exposing you niggas. But that's not something you want me to do. And
I like this
in a
then.
silent voice. He could go into the industry and how they've been done dirty.
And this is in keeping with the whole fuck of the industry. Because he dropped this on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
Which is it's not in keeping with the whole industry cycle where you drop on a Friday for the weekend. He's gone, drop it on YouTube, lad. Like,
bro, he's taking it on another, you know, he dropped it at 8:24. Now, those numbers, 8 is the number that Kobe Bryant wore, and 24, Kobe Bryant has worn both of those numbers. And Drake spoke on, I think, Stories About My Brother, about you not being Kobe Bryant to us. You're no Kobe Bryant to us. And he drops it on the exact time that uses Kobe Bryant's numbers. Because there is an interview with Kendrick and Kobe Bryant. Yeah, and Kobe Bryant saying, no, Kendrick, you remind me of me, like as a rapper in the rap industry.
Listen, you lot, subscribe,
Crazy.
Subscribe. We don't even talk too much about this. Subscribe. Because this video has gone on too long. We've broken down every single bar and element for you. So for anyone who's made it this far, thank you. Final words on this beef. How are you feeling? You got 60 seconds.
All right, let's go. I'm going to give my concluding thoughts. Going through it, it gets better. Every listen you dig into more, you find more. I really do like it. However, objectively, if we're talking about two metrics of diss tracks, is it a hit? Is it catchy? Is there something that's been exposed that changes the perception you see of the opponent? It doesn't hit either of those. So for me, in terms of impact, I feel it's subpar. In terms of technicality and actually this becoming, we're doing rounds here. I love it because it's a warm up. So I think the impatience in me was disappointed. I'll be honest, when I first listened to it, I wanted to hear that Drake has a daughter he's been hiding. We're all basically the feeling of the story of Adidon, the exposure. That's what these are the generational diss tracks that I've listened to. It isn't that. I'm a bit disappointed because we're still doing jabs here. We're still doing warning shots. We're still doing, I could take it further if I want. And we're 3 weeks, 4 weeks into the battle. I wanted a haymaker. So it doesn't satisfy my personal wants for this track. However, he's saying a lot of shit. And as a warm-up shot, he understood the assignment.
Yeah, I kind of agree. I agree with most of what you're saying, but for me, this is a solid 8 out of 10. And as you said, every time you listen to this, it gets better. And I would honestly, I know it's not going to get played in the clubs the way Back to Back is, because it's 6 minutes long. But honestly, what I like about this record is walking away from it with some element that you're like, that's really funny. And even if it's that we don't want to hear you say nigga no more, or it's the hate bars, whatever it is, that ticks the box for me on. Because I was really fearful with Kendrick. I was like, it's going to be a 16 double entendre, and there's not going to be any takeaway where we can actually sing out. Imagine in the crowd, I think there's an opportunity here for Kendrick to go real big on this. And I think, to your point, he's not necessarily laid it all up or revealed everything. There's more to come. And that's what matters. It's now ball back in Drake's court. I want to hear a drop from Drake in the next week, and we're going to be here to break it down. So you guys, you're going to do those 4 things. Also, let us know in the comments down below who you think's winning. But
what's the scoreboard? Let us know. Let us know who's up. Who have you got? Obviously Drake. The clock is ticking. You said it. You said it. You set this precedent. From me, it's been 4 days, nigga. Where y'all at? I think it's been about 3 at this point. So you got the clock is ticking, mate.
Facts. We up.
Over and out.
I make these songs are fun, you're more of an actor. You're a defender, I call an attacker.